So I'd say one of the interesting paradoxes is that it's almost entirely a uniquely human trait. So the ability to think about things that are not the case, hypotheticals and counterfactuals, and then using our agency to make them the case, I think that's almost entirely human, and every 5-year-old can do that. But the paradox is that by default, it becomes extraordinarily hard for large collections of middle-aged people in companies to muster that skill that every 5-year-old has. So I think that's sort of,
Why is that? What's the hindrance?
I think companies start small and renegade. I mean, almost by definition, a small company, a new company has no chance of succeeding in the world against incumbents unless it does something differently. There's no point in being, a very, very tiny version of Procter and Gamble. You've got to do something differently, different product, different business model. But once that business model has been found, um, for the survival and flourishing of the company so that the investors get a return, that needs to be perfected and scaled. So essentially, you go from imagining and first realization to optimization and scaling. And in the process of optimization and scaling, you deploy the Adam Smith principle of the division of work, which is you say, well, hang on, Jeremy can't do it all. Let's have a marketing department and a production department. So they're already looking at parts of the company.
Mhm.
And if your company is still around for people to talk about, it will be very big, i.e. hard to change. It will be successful. Why would you walk away from something successful? Changing it would involve the realignment and the disturbance of a very well-established pattern of thought, the personal and corporate risk-taking that may seem unnecessary, a sense of urgency that may be lacking in a sort of a salaried, formerly and maybe in currently successful enterprise. So these are all barriers to collective imagination, complacency, scale, the mental bias of seeing things through the lens of your currently successful model, and the sheer complexity of changing the minds and actions of a large group of people.